Southwest type arrowheads, arrows. I made a short Comanche bow. I call it Red Death. Wood from my yard, dog bane string, 42 inches long, 24-inch draw, but I usually only draw like 23, 42 pounds at 23. So let's see. That looks like for what we want. I found out Scallorn is really small, so it's mostly just going to be pressure flaking. And hopefully it won't take too long if I get a good flat flake. Now I've made a bevel on there, and I got a nice little flute spot. Pretty much perfect flake. I'm really getting good at making them flakes. I've been napping a lot more lately. Look, I'll show you. These are all nice flat flakes off of one piece of flint from Andy Bennett. This is also from that piece, and there's another one of these full. He has some good Texas amoeba, and that's spalled before heat treating, and then I heat treat it after I get them nice flat flakes. You can make arrowheads all day. And that's what I've been making arrowheads out of. Now I got some really colorful arrowheads. I have a special process to make that flint that color. It takes a long time, and it involves some chemistry. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be selling any of that. And now, Scallorn is basically this size of this Bayou Gula. First one I ever made. So you can see I got plenty of room in there. And I've got a few, see, I got some black fort pane, but this is so thin that it'll just be the shape. It won't actually be, you know, making an arrowhead. I mean, it will, but it won't be, you know, like this one will be. I'm going to start out by dulling all the edges. See there? You never can count on the spalled end. That might end up being my tip since it's already kind of thin. Well, I've got to put my glasses on so I can see. I've been napping without my glasses, and it's been very difficult. Now I have a wooden block with just some upside down leather so it's not so slippery, and then I was used to using this little pad, and I could do like that and I never slid off and hit my hand, but with this one it's out here and sometimes it slides off and hits my hand. This one's really worn, as you can see. This one's getting there, but now pressure flaking. First thing we're going to do is go around and make things a little thicker. This is a steel nail. I also have a copper one, twisted copper wire, number 4. And I also have antler ones too, but I can never get them to work. I think I have to bake them, and I just haven't got around to doing that, to dry them out and toughen them up. Okay, so I've got a bevel, I've got some grinding, and this is pretty flat, so I'm not going to try and take the long flakes because they'll just step. I just want to set up a curvature on this side so you can see. I'm going to take short flakes, and then I'm going to take short flakes here, and then I'm going to do another pass of short flakes, and then a pass along, and that should get me closer to this side to where I can clean up, you know, all of this other stuff. That's the plan anyways. And you're going to see it's a little bit in, but not much. Mostly down. And then just come back wherever you see us. I got a little one right there. That's where they always go. When you push this, they flip, and then your hand hits it. The thing I like about this is it's not a lot of, for you guys with arthritis, like me, see all the bumps, is napping these small points, and this type of pressure flaking isn't that hard on your joints. I got a really rounded over spot there, so I ground high on it, and I'm just going to try and flick that away. Now, when I'm ready, I'm not going to do this anymore, but when I'm ready, that'll be a good platform to use the indirect and take a big flake, a big flake out of this. Right there, that'll be a good platform where I had that hard spot to take an indirect flake and take a big chunk there. Or, I mean, I guess you could do pressure too, but if you use, you know, that much muscle. But I don't use that much muscle. These diamond files are pretty awesome too. I was using them in, the ones I was getting were wearing out really fast because they just didn't have that much diamond on them. But I seen Jack Crafty using them all the time. I asked him where he got his because it didn't look like his wore out as quick as mine. Turns out it was just Harbor Freight. I was getting them from Amazon, and I guess they weren't as good. But see, this pad is my favorite. I use this for years. See, I can put my hand right up there. I'm gonna have to do some more. This has the Cortex on it. It doesn't want to flake. Cortex, even on dacite, is a pain. See, just short ones smooth things out. Once this side's done, it'll be you know, it'll be done. The main thing will be not messing it up and not breaking it. I got 2 bows I'm going to hunt with this year. One is the one I had on this video, the Red Death, and the other one is a modern reflex deflex laminated longbow. I'm going to use the red and black arrows that I posted a picture of for that one. And then I'm making a new set for the Comanche bow. I'm going to use the Phragmites. I'm going to go cut some tomorrow, or the ones I have, I probably could get the arrows I need out of it. They're already seasoned, but if I go cut more, they you know, they season in nothing flat because they're just like a big grass. I go cut more. You see how I'm slowly working to the center, and then once I get to the center, I can start taking some junk off the bad side. In the meanwhile, this is way bigger than I need. Okay. I looked them up, and what I want is Scallorn. And they're mostly like 30 millimeters. So you see there's, and they have to, in my state, be a minimum of 18 millimeters. So, but you know, that's what I'm stuck with. I have to be 18 millimeter. I would like smaller for the Comanche ones, but you know, it is what it is. But, you know, it'll work out in the end. Now you see this is all goobery up here. I'm just going to go ahead and take that off because it's not going to be in the tip. And it'll just cause me to think I'm getting somewhere that I'm not. Just peel that off. And now I have all good dacite. Do another pass on the low spots. I don't know. Hunting season's less than a month away here, so I'm going to be ready. I was shooting today, and I'm getting better. Getting better with my back tension and my release. And pretty soon, I'll be got to come down a little bit here, and then run the flakes to the middle, start on the other side. I'll be shooting the and showing my shooting. Yeah, I don't mind showing that I can't do something, but you know, if the guy never hits a target, that's pretty boring. Or if he's all over the place. You know, I guess I could do like some people and just cut and paste together the hits to make an interesting video. Do some remote targets or whatever, pop-up targets. Do some pop-up targets. Because animals do that, they pop up. See, we got a little curve because the tip, but I still have to come in a ways. I want to get this side pretty, so I at least have a pretty side to show before I start on the other side. So here I'm going to try some thinning pressure. I'm going to take a bigger bite, I'm going to go in more, and use my whole bench press. Well, I got most of that curve out of there. The rest we can get when we get narrower. Let's do a little. The dacite does not like to be manhandled, though. Or if you're a woman handled. We're equal opportunity here. And I guess I got to start napping the Pretty Flint Ridge again too, because my viewership of women has gone way down. I don't know if that's because I'm been talking about hunting or they just got better things to do now. I like to have everybody viewing. Trying to make better videos too. I hope you can see better, and definitely I think you can hear me better. Cleaned all that mess up. Man, that would almost be for a nice pentagonal. Yeah. What I'm doing here, I'm thickening the edge, and then I'm going to move some thin flakes like this as guide flakes. Maybe some thin guide flakes. A couple thin guide flakes to help that come down. I'm going to get the indirect, and hopefully it works like I think it will. We do a little sanding. not too bad. Didn't go over as good as I wanted, but it's alright. We got a whole low edge over here. So we're going to start. I'm walking my way down. And this stuff is usually pretty good as long as you have a ridge to follow. It's usually going to do pretty good. Now, see, I got some junk there. I'm going to try and come over here. And use this to come up. This right here is concave, so that won't work, but this ridge might work. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oop, back to pressure. Whenever the flakes don't go, I don't force them. That's, you know, to me, that's how you break things. See, and when you get a spot like that that won't go, move over a little. See, there's the spot. There's the spot that I was trying to get. I just moved over there and over here. And, you know, I got it. When I looked up the point, it said it could be up to 3 to 6 millimeters thick. So right now, that could be considered thin enough. But if you do, you know, 6 millimeters by 26, that's not even, you know, 5 to 1. So, but that's what I like, 5 to 1. So I'm going to take it down more, and then I'm going to make the point. And I'm trying to make it. Trying. Why does everything have to be trying? Now I'm trying to make it so it's accurate, because I want to make this set of arrows, this next set of arrows, accurate with accurate points. Trying to get some turkey feathers. I'm hoping to trade a guy for some. But if not, I'll just go on Amazon and buy them. They're not that expensive. They're not that expensive, but, you know, if a buddy has some and he wants to, you know, he needs something that I have and I need something that he has, there's no need to give old Mr. Bezos another penny. Yeah, we're getting there. We're pretty straight. I think the trick is to not get too skinny before I get a pattern on both sides. Because this is a southwest point, south central or southwest, so I think they're made They're small, but they're very well made. Is what I got from my research. I sent Patrick Blanca email, asked him to make me an accurate pattern. I don't know if he will or not because he's a pretty busy guy. But you never know. If you don't ask, you can't expect it. If you don't ask, you cannot expect it to come in the mail. Getting there. Gotta keep this side going. Get that pattern. And it's still thick on this side and low towards that side. Oh yeah. Now the other side, let me see how many millimeters we're down to. We're down to 5. So we're in range. I need a really big flake. I'm going to choke up on this so I can hopefully put a lot of power into it. Oh yeah, look, it took it clean. Nice. Now what I did, I don't know if you saw, but I abraded this, I abraded that, and I abraded that. And I got a nice big flake there. I'm going to do one more right here. That rounding lets you put more pressure without it releasing prematurely. See, there's another one, blew clear over. Now I got a center thing, but I'm going to do one more right here, and then that's pretty friggin' good. I could just shape it out and do the measurements and see where we're at. Now the danger of that rounding it is you have to put so much pressure you break it in half, or you get a big ring pop and it kind of ruins where you're at. But you see there? Clear over, almost overshot. And no step fracturing. Now we're going to do right here. Now this at the tip is where it gets dangerous because it'll want to overshoot pretty easily. And here, this isn't a step, it's kind of just a weird termination, so I got to come from the other side. Now I'm going to make these ones strong, but not as strong. And I'm going to start up further so I can judge the result. Okay, that one didn't get close to overshoot, so. Ooh, look, right up and over that hump. Now I got a little mass here, so I want to push some on that. Got a low spot. Now this is right in the middle. Now my finger, see this little pad is good because my finger's behind it. My holding finger is right on this little part here. So there's no bending other than what I apply with the pressure flaker. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. See how thin? Now I'm going to do a couple, I'm going to do this other side, short flakes, because I need to make it look prettier. Now I'm going to sharpen my pressure flaker because I don't need the big flakes anymore. Oops, sorry, forgot to say grinder warning. That's my knife sharpener that I bought. Terrible knife sharpener, but it's an excellent flint working tool for sharpening your tools. I think that looks pretty good. Now I just need to deal with right here. I've been trying to use the indirect less. And just work easier material. Good heat treated. That Andy Bennett amoeba, whatever it is, once it works good raw. Okay, I make raw ones too, but once you heat treat it, it's really kind of like this dacite, about the same hardness to now. Let's see, lump here, but I might leave that because that'll make my tip thicker. And it's got to start shaping now. But do some flakes on this side, so a little bit of, I gotta measure. Remember, I got a width limitation. Okay, I got actually plenty of width. My base down here is just a little bit too skinny, so like right here is a little bit too, so from here up, as long as I keep that point, it'll be wide enough. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, see the point's angled, and I'm just pushing it in one spot against the pad, and I'm going in and down, so it's sharpening and shapering at the same time, so I don't have to mess with this side again. And this point doesn't have to be the most beautiful because it is literally going to be shot at a squirrel or a rabbit. It's going to be my small game set. But I have to make them legal, you know, because if I get a shot at something like a, you know, a deer or something, I got to be able to, you know, I got to be able to take that shot. Now I pushed more in than down, and it takes a chunk out and makes it's friggin' razor sharp. But I still got a little spot to deal with. You know, it's kind of wonky looking right here, so I'm going to dull that back again. Just that spot. Make another pass. Now, we're all razor sharp. I've got a cut on contact tip. I don't know if I could show that. It's nice, it's pointy, and it's sharp. A lot of the modern bow hunters are using I don't have my picture. I don't know what this is supposed to look like now. Pretty sure it's supposed to have notches that go up in. I'm going to leave this long until it's done in case I break something and I got room to repair it. It's going to be hard to see, but I'm pushing in. And what that did was it thinned in front of me. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now the last time I tried to do this, I made the neck too thin and I broke the point. I broke the base off. See there, it's popped out. Okay, we got to go to our notching tool. Here's my notcher, flat. This thing will break a lot. A lot of stuff gets broke with this notcher. The notcher's not working very good. Be surprised how hot that gets. There we go. The thinner that is, the less pressure it needs. But also, the more it's like a cutter instead of a flaker. But you see, that thing was stalled out and then I came and got flakes on it. I'm not the best notcher, guys. I'm not even a really good notcher. Or an okay notcher. I'm slowly getting there. I figured out a few things for myself. Because I tried all the notching videos You know, all the peoples have ways of notching, and everybody does their thing, and nothing worked for me. Almost there. Woohoo! I lost a little bit of an ear on that side, so maybe we'll just... Now, I need to sharpen a spot. I got a dull spot there. I need to not drop it and break it. At least unlike some people, I don't have 1,000 pounds of flint down there to break stuff on it. We're going to do some fine tunering. Get rid of that craggly looking spot. There, that's nice and sharp now. Take a little bit there. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? Not bad? I think... Oh. It's got a pointy tip on it now. Alright, I guess that's the, oh, there. I don't know why my phone wanted to shut off, but... Okay, guys, there we are. It'll definitely do a number on a squirrel, a rabbit, or a deer, or even a bear, but, you know, I don't really expect to run into bears. Okay,